Welcome to the Talkative Tim Podcast.
Woo! What you about to witness is my thoughts.
Just
my thoughts, man.
Welcome to the Talkative Tim Podcast. Welcome back to a new episode. This is the second time I had to record this, and when I swear, man, just not my cup of tea sometimes. I mean, I guess that's a weird saying right there, but this is not my time sometimes. But let's get a quick recap. Actually, we'll start off the show how we're trying to start off the show more often with a quote. And today's quote and theme is: problems are a part of life, and facing them is an art of life. Last episode I talked about my fasting and my goals. I'm sure I've talked about that a lot, but last week I tried to record some episodes. It for some reason didn't upload, so that's why last week there was no episode. So I used that time to focus on building out content and plenty for the weeks ahead. So I used that problem and I faced it in a different way. I created a solution for it, and I'm very proud of that. But I'm going to kind of piggyback on what my last podcast episode was about, which was I'm starting a fast. I took the week to decide what type of fast I'm going to be doing, what am I going to be restraining from, and my reasons why, and how I am going to work on that goal, and what I'm looking to get out of this goal. So we're going to talk about that for a bit. So my fast is really focused around limiting social media, focusing on losing weight, and being disciplined in my rehab. So I'm going to stop eating after 8 p.m. Just, late night eating. Don't want to overeat. I'm going to have my cut off time at 8 p.m. For 3 days a week, I am going to be doing a fast. A water fast. I'm not going to be eating anything. The reasons behind that is because I have failed water fast over and over and over again. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. I believe restraining from food is a great way to be creative, spiritual. Once you retain yourself from that, you start getting really creative, and God starts speaking to you. You start looking for another outlet to try to, make up that time that you will be eating. Trying to find yourself another enjoyment rather than stuff in your face. So I plan on just doing 3 days of fasting, and I also hear that helps with a lot of weight loss as well. I'm going to be working out. And when I say working out, I have to do rehab already. But when I say working out, I mean I'm going to be working out back to lifting dumbbells and stuff like that. Not just focusing on my rehab, but focusing on working out. I haven't been working out since I got hurt, and I miss it. And it's time for me to get back into it. Just because sitting around here and working and days I don't have to work could be kind of depressing, And I get tired of watching TV. It's time to be active. I'm ready to be outside. I'm ready to start doing stuff. I'm ready to live my life. And doing my rehab and working out will help me reach my goal and will help keep me sane. So I plan on doing daily rehab sessions, obviously, but adding in some calisthenics and stuff like that, just so I can keep working out on a daily. But I'll get into that next part. But I'm also journaling. I think journaling is very important. I think it's very important for many different reasons, but for me, it's important because I'm alone. I can use that to express myself, along with getting on the camera and working on my podcast and my other video ideas. Journaling can just help me to really just, talk to someone. Obviously I'm praying and talking to God, but just put it on paper is a whole different thing. And it can also help me with my creativity, write down my plans, write down how I'm going to pursue things, and stay in that path. I'm also going to be reading more. I'm going to be reading the Bible, but I'm also going to be reading and other books as well, nonfiction books, just because I think it will help me with my podcasting, that voice, that clearness. I'm really bad at pronunciation, so that reading more will help me with this podcasting, but will also help me with my work, which I need to talk and pronunciate better. And also, when I do eat, it will be with no fast food. I will eat more veggies, and I'm only eating meat once, so I'm going on a more, vegetarian diet for this next couple of weeks, this next month, this next 30 days. So I look forward to that, and this starts today. So today is the 20th, and it starts in sometime in April, so April 20th. So I look forward to it. Why less meat? Simply because, honestly, I think my body, once everybody, I think, starts eating more vegetables, I think they start losing weight, but also because meat is making me sluggish. Meat's making me tired, and I'm tired of feeling like that. So I need to just switch it up. And, it makes no sense. It's good. It's really good. It tastes fire, right? But it makes no sense to feel like that every single day or have meat with every single meal that I have. It's not worth it anymore. I need to switch it up. What am I looking for to get out of this fast? I'm looking to build discipline. I heard it before that, we make promises to ourselves, and that the more we fail these promises to ourselves, the more we lack, confidence in ourselves. And I have broken so many promises to myself that I don't believe that I can be consistent. And what I'm hoping this next 30 days does is rebuild that relationship with myself to show me that I can do whatever comes to my mind. So that's what I'm looking to get out of it. But also I'm looking to build a better relationship with food. I believe that the way that I eat now, in terms of, I feel bad when I do eat certain things. I feel bad, because I was supposed to be fasting, I couldn't fast. I feel bad. I just don't have a good, positive relationship with food. And I overeat, I emotionally eat, and I think restraining myself in some type of capacity now, and also practicing water fasting, will help me reset that relationship with food. At least it'll help me get back into the right path to reset the relationship with food. So I look forward to that. Building a healthy relationship with God. Man, I feel like he's been talking to me a lot. I feel like this whole trial that I'm going right now is to bring me closer to God. So I look forward to making more purposeful time with him. That's what the journaling's for. That's what the reading the Bible's for. I just want to use this time that I'm forced to be home to really, that's why I'm doing this 30 days, to really get something out of it, to really make sure I'm leaving this place, just leaving my house, leaving this situation, a better version of myself. And I think spiritually it's very important, because since I've been in college, I lost that relationship with my God, and I need to rebuild it. Just like I lost the relationship with myself, that confidence in myself, I believe I have lost that with the God, and he has been carrying me. I mean, he ain't never left my side. The opportunities I get is all because of him, and the level of passion for things I have is because of him, and the ability to do things I care about is because of him. So I need to make sure I'm taking care of that, because it's been lacking. So I just need to make sure I take care of that. I also want to develop skills and work on more things I care about. That's journaling, write down my ideas, using my time more wisely. I'll talk about that next, about how I'm going to be hitting these goals, but just use this time for the next 30 days more wisely in terms of getting something out of it. Like I said, it's easy to go ahead, maybe hit some of these and focus on building another bad habit. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be making sure I stop eating at 8 p.m., but I'm only watching TV throughout the day, or I'm only, I'm not picking nothing useful. I don't believe you always have to do that, but for me, that's important because I talk about how I want to be better at this podcasting. I talk about how I want to make more consistent content. I talk about how I want to this and that, but I don't put the work into it. I'm not working on the tutorials, not working on the skills. So now it's time for me to really focus on working on those so I can get what I want. You know what I mean? So that's what I look forward to. That's what I hope to get out of this, just to develop some type of skills that I didn't have before that would help me in the future and that I should have been working on, but because I lacked that discipline, I wasn't working on it. Now, how am I going to get this? Because like I said before, problems are part of life, but facing them is an art of life. Now, how are we going to attack those goals? And for you, it might be very different. But for me, how I'm going to attack my goals is this way. I'm going to have a weight goal by the end of 30 days. I am going to have a daily goal. I'm going to have a daily goal tracker. So every day, I'm going to track if I hit the goal or not. And I said I have a daily goal. So a lot of these are daily goals. The working out is a daily goal. The journaling is a daily goal. But to go with that daily goal, I'll just have a time where I should be doing that. I'll just schedule out more time for myself. Making these little habits, making these little, habit trackers is very important to me just because I feel like I can get busy and overwhelmed with things like work or, sometimes just watching TV or just scrolling down the internet and you just lose track of time. And having that visible where I have to write down, this much weight today, this, that today, I feel like that would help me. I feel like that would help a lot of people just to see it visually that you're hitting your goal. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. Also, I just plan on using less social media. One thing I've noticed about myself, I'm sure a lot of people do, when I wake up, the first thing I do is get on my phone. Today, I cut that out. I didn't get on my phone. The first thing I did was go straight to my rehab workouts. So I did one workout in the morning. Now I'm doing another workout at night. So I hit my 2 workout goals. During my work break, I might do an extra workout. So I'm hitting my 3rd, my workout that doesn't involve my rehab. So breaking it down like that is how I think is going to help me. But cutting out things like social media, cutting out things like less screen time, it's going to help you with your goal. It's going to help me with my goal. And that's how I'm going to keep track of the tracker and keeping time slots for these goals because it's very important. I think that's really it. I really want to focus on how I was going to hit the fast, how I was going to actually accomplish the fast, how was I going to fight against temptations. For example, like the no fast food, I plan on putting all my cards into a spot where I can't reach it, a little kid stuff, but things that I think will help me and combat that with the daily journaling. Whenever I feel like I want to spend some money, go to your journal. Tell me why you feel like you need to spend some money. Just talking to myself about some of these goals is something I want to do, and that's my way of fasting. I did horrible during Lent. Ramadan's coming up in 2 days. So all these spiritual fasting periods are here. And I want to be a part of it in some capacity. So I am making this way for me to be a part of it. So that's just how I plan on attacking my fasting. Hope that kind of made any sense. Thank you for watching this podcast, and I'll see you next time.